Hello, and welcome to another in our series of Zentangle inspired art. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I have been very, I've been doing a lot of tags. And so, like, here's a little ladybug I drew and drew her in a bunch of leaves. And this is an ostrich. And it kind of looks like a bearded ostrich, but it's just how it turns out. This, I'm not finished with this bird, but I drew that bird and I just drew that bird a little different. But this is what we want to do. I'm not going to do the stars, but I'm going to do circles. And I'm going to show you how I do them. See how all these stars are kind of hidden behind one another. And I'm going to do my circles a little bit differently. I'm going to I have this template that I've had like forever that has different size circles on it. If you're lucky enough to have anything like this, then that is just absolutely awesome. And so, but if you don't have like a template, you could just draw a star, cut it out, and use it as a guide if you want to do a star or a circle. You can easily get a circle of anything and use that as a template to draw around. And so I'm going to use this only because I have it. And so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to use my pencil and I'm going to first draw with a pencil. And so I'm going to put my first circle up, and then I'm going to put a circle behind that one, and then I'll put another circle. Maybe I'll use that larger one again and go behind here. And then as I work up the page, see now there's a smaller one, and I'm going to use that circle. And then I'm going to use this size again, and I'm going to go right here, and one more I'm going to put up here, so it's going to also encase those that little eyelet thing. And should I put a little bit more circle down here? I think that might be kind of awesome with this larger circle. And I'm going to put that one behind. So see how I put that first circle up, and then let me get rid of that autofocus, and let me get you a little closer. So it looks like a bunch of bubbles is what it looks like, but they're all circles. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 circles there. And so what I'm going to do is each circle, now that I did it with pencil, see, I did this part only with pencil because then I know I can erase it and go over if I'm not sure, if I don't like what I did with the circles. But you can use any kind of a shape that you might have. You might want to do hearts, squares, rectangles, any shape you want to do, and just make the first one that's going to end up on top, and then you'll just keep going with some more. Now I'm hoping I have a fan going beside of me because my air conditioner is like taking a vacation. Hopefully the weather cools enough to where it's not going to be bad, but the fan works okay. But I'm hoping it's not going to be too disruptive where you can't hear. But it sure does feel good to have it blowing. And so, and now I'm just tracing over these circles that I first did with pencil, which you don't really need to just first do them with pencil, but I just did just in case I felt as if I wanted to, if I wanted to change my mind. Oh, I think this one should have had a little bit of a finish down there. Okay, so then what I'm going to do, this one's a little odd here, but it's okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use different tangles that we've already learned, and I'm going to fill in each one of these circles. And so I'll start with my first circles, and I'm going to do what we learned was Knight's Bridge. And I'm going to do that one kind of on a curve since I can't draw straight lines anyway, so I might as well do them curved lines. And I was doing another tag with stars, and I was doing Knight's Bridge, and I colored it wrong. I mean, I missed a square and colored in a square that wasn't supposed to be colored, and that kind of throws the whole checkerboard effect off. So that's the one I didn't throw it away. I just, well, I covered it with another, oh, that's this one here. I covered with another piece of paper. I just covered it up, and then I glued some little flowers on there, and then I drew some leaves, and it made a beautiful tag. Okay, so this is what I'm doing here. And now I'll go this opposite way with my curved lines. And this is going to take a while for me to color all of these in, but I'm going to color them in. And so you might want to just fast forward until I get to the next circle, and we'll see what we're going to do. I don't have a clue of what we're going to do, but we're going to do something. Last night I went on live for a couple hours, which just randomly, and that was fun. And I may do that every once in a while, just go online randomly, but I'm going to stick with my Saturday night scheduled live stream, and I may, and since last night was Wednesday night, I may um, stick with Wednesday night too, but not positive. When you get to my age, you just never know when the arthritis is going to kick in, and you won't be able to go live. And so, yeah, our old Arthur kind of dictates your life. But at least I know if I feel him, I know that I woke up on this side of the dirt. So, hey, that's good. Now, when I'm coloring my Knight's Bridge, when I want to color in my checkerboard effect, I have found, I first started where I go color this one, then this one, this, skip one, then skip one, then skip one, and color, But I found that I was making mistakes and I'd color in the wrong square. And then I heard Maria, who is one of the Zentangle beginning lady, she's the one that she said, when you're coloring in something like this, always kiss the corners. So here now I see a corner, and so I'm just going to go along the corners, and I'm going to color in the corners, just the corners. And see, when you make sure that you get a corner, then you're not going to, then you've got kind of a habit there, and you won't color in the wrong square. Because if you color in the wrong square, it just throws everything off kilter. Throws a monkey wrench in the whole operation. So just remember always to kiss the corners. And that pretty much gives you guarantees that you're not going to color in the wrong square. When I did that other one and I colored in a wrong square, I tried to fix it by doing just some other little things to it, but it didn't work. It seems everything I tried made it look goofier. So that's why I just covered it up with a piece of decorative paper and made a tag out of it nonetheless. Didn't want to throw it away. So I gotta make sure I get plenty of play in tonight, because in the morning Papa and I are we're going to vacuum and do the carpet shampooer in the front room. And so he's going to do most of it, because he's a little stronger than I am to push and pull that thing, because it is a heavy machine. So that'll be nice. It always looks so nice, and smells so nice right after we shampoo carpets. When you have dogs that go in and out of the house, after a while the whole house smells like a dog house. And so you got to kind of clean it up a little bit. So that's what we do. And tomorrow's the big day. So we'll be busy with that. See now. Tomorrow night we'll have Jeffrey over. And so I'll be very excited to hear his stories about his first week of school, of junior high school, first week of the 7th grade. And so he was hoping to make new friends, and apparently he's got a new friend that he met at the bus stop, and he's got another friend that he met in school. So I'm curious to see what he thinks about the 7th grade. I saw a meme. Actually, I didn't see it. My daughter saw it, and she told me that there was a little meme or something on Facebook where a mother met her child getting off of the school bus, and she says, little child of mine, where did you get that mask? That's not the mask you wore to school this morning. And the child said, oh no, I traded with my friend. And Mama says, well, you're going to have to trade back. And child says, I can't, because the person I traded with already traded with somebody else. And I thought, oh yeah, this mask thing is going to do well. Because these kids, they love to trade. And Jeffrey has traded like Pokemon cards, and, because they just trade things. That's just something that kids do. And so I guess you have to let your children know, do not trade your mask, because yeah, that's the reason for the mask, is you don't want to share germs. So do not trade your mask. So now here is where, if I had a pause, I could pause this until I got this whole thing colored in, but I don't have a pause, and so I probably wouldn't know how to use it if I did. There might be a way I can pause, but I haven't learned. I think my computer's going belly up anyway. I hope not, though. I hope not. It's still working, and I work every bit of juice out of it. But there's just some things it's doing differently now that it didn't do. I've had it a few years, so. And so I guess I've got my money's worth out of it, but I hope it keeps it going, so at least I can make my little videos and watch my little videos. Well, watch other people's little videos. Oh, I want to tell you, I started watching The Disorganized Crafter, and she is amazing with what she has. I've only watched maybe 3 or 4 of her videos so far, But the one video is, well, actually, I watched her do the ladybug, I watched her do the ostrich, and I watched her do the birds. And so that's where I learned to do them. And she doesn't, she doodles them. They're not like they, although a lot of what she does is, does look very lifelike, but mostly what she does is more of whimsical. And so, but then she does a lot of Zentangle inspired art in them. So she may have a like when she did her ostrich. I want to do my ostrich over because I overdid my ostrich and made my poor ostrich look like he's got a beard. Or she's pink, so but I'm gonna do another ostrich because I think that turned really cool. And so, but I'm learning from her. Oh my goodness, and it's just it's amazing how you can just take an image, you know, a snapshot image or something, and then ooh, I almost messed that one up. I almost colored in that wrong corner, that wrong square. Almost is not bad. That would have been terrible this far into the end of it to color it in that wrong square. Oh, see, now I just did. See there? Because, okay, this one here needs to be colored in. And then this one needs to be colored in. And this one down here did not need to be colored in. But I colored in nonetheless. So that's going to have to just stay that way. And I'll pretend like it was supposed to be that way. I can kind of camouflage it a little bit there. Yeah, there we go. That's camouflaged a little, and it's okay. We're not going to lose any sleep over that. Now I'm going to go up to this circle, and I'm going to do a different one in this circle. I'm going to, now that I don't remember the names of these, I'm going to, maybe I'll just say I'm going to do these rainbow kind of things. And 3 arches on each one. And I start in a corner that I just made. So, and then go with the 3 lines. What, honey? Oh, I love you too, darling. You gonna go lay down? Okay. My husband's doing their charades over there. He does charades to let me know what he's gonna do. So he just showed me he was gonna go lay in the bed and read. That's his charades. He's my entertainment, I'm telling you. And so, I'm doing this one. Oh, see that one I did 4 lines. So I was doing just 3, but now I just did 4 on that one. So this doesn't have to be, you don't have to be exact and perfect. You just do the best you can and just have a good time. The whole thing about this is the journey and not the destination. And so if you're having fun doing your art, doing your doodle, then that's all that matters. That is every bit that matters. And what it turns out when you're done is going to be whatever it turns out to be. This morning in the mail, I had a big surprise. Um, a very big surprise. I got an envelope from Amazon, and I said, no, I didn't order anything from Amazon because I've got myself on this here spend and freeze thing. And so I opened the envelope, and what to my wondering eyes should appear was a whole brand new package of Micron pens of the number twos. That's what I'm doing a 5 here. But a whole thing, and it says, consider this an early birthday gift. Keep on drawing those tangles. Love you from Gail. Gail, I thank you so much for these. I had just said that I was going to be happy using my ballpoint pens and my Sharpies because these cost just a little bit too much money. I mean, they're not too much money, but just because I only doodle, I, I kind of try to watch my pennies. And because me and the hubster, we're kind of old. Okay, wait a minute. I was just looking now. Where did I put my book? Where did I put my book? Because I kind of need, oh, it's not in here where it belongs. Oh, yes, it is. I just wasn't looking good enough. But I have my book. And so, which I've got a lot of my tangles in the book. And I want to look. See, I have to look at my book to see what do I want to do. And I have, let's see, what I might want to do. I do these as like kind of little cheat sheets so I can, my little cheat sheets, or just look at the things that I've made. Some of them, I have to admit, I don't remember how I did them. And so I have to, like this one. How did I do that? This one, huh? I'm paradox. You know what? It is sad to say that I forget. And so I'm going to have to go through some of these that I've done already, and some of them that I've done already, and make myself a little scale as to how I done each one. And so, but by looking through these, I can get an idea of what I want to do next. Cool sister. Okay, could I put cool sister in here? I like that one. Maybe that one I'll try that. Let me see. Let me put a bookmark in here so I know that's cool sister. And seriously, I'm telling you, I've got to go through and find. It's a good thing I wrote where I learned them at, because then I can go back to them and refresh my brain, and because my brain needs refreshed. So I'm gonna go on this one now. Now, yeah. Okay, so like this, cool sister. Is just like that. Just like that, and then we go with the lines. Wait a minute, let me look at that image again. Through the book on the floor. Well, I'm glad we have a floor. I have places to put stuff. There's so many pretty ones that we've done. Okay, I see that now. Okay, so we start at the here way, and we go up. Okay, I probably, for the size of this, I should have probably used, I wonder if I have still my little very fine one. Oh, this one's the fine one. 005. And let's see how fine that one is. Yeah, that works better when you're doing something in a small frame like that. You know what? Probably should go through the center first. See, this is what, yeah, that's where I messed up. I should go down the center first. Yeah, that works better for me. He's going down the center first. And that might be how it was supposed to be in the first place. I don't know. My memory's a little short. See there? And then I think on these open spaces, I'm going to just tipple that. Put those little bitty circles. I could just color it all in black, but I don't think I want to do that there. I just want to tipple it with the little circles. Different size circles. Larger one right in the middle, and then the smaller ones. And then that's pretty. Okay, so then I'll look through again now and see, what do I want to do the next one? Okay, there was Cool Sister. Oh, that one was so fun. I did that one on the 4th of July. Now some of these are made for like fill-ins, and some are really like works as edges. The henna drum, that was one of my favorites. I still have to work on this book to get the book. Oh, there's Purpley. Ellen Walters did that one. That was that Kaboom. Oops, where's my picture for that one? The Zingers. Orb Invasion. Oh, I think I know what I want to do. Alien Alcatraz. Oh, these flowers. Blooming Butter. See, this is so fun just to, I don't have that one. This one turned out so pretty. Gosh, you're not even seeing what I'm looking at. Gosh, that one turned out pretty. Oh, my bugs, I don't have them in. Heartstrings. Hiko. Europuck, I don't have that one in there. Ornament, I don't have it in there. Cruffle. Good grief. Some of them I don't have in here. Beloya. So, you know what I have to do is I got to look at the, I have to look at the, what do I have to look at? Vivid. I have to look at the videos to see what these ones were and get my, this is quite embarrassing that I don't have my book up to date. Okay, so anyway, I'm still kind of lost in a fog here. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do, oh, you know what's fun? Oh, I don't think I have it on here so I can see what the name of it is. No, I don't have it on one of these. I got to put it on one of these so that I have it. Munchin, that one's pretty cool. What I want to do is, what it's fun and simple, is I'm going to, this is always good, put you in See, I'm gonna go this direction, so I'm gonna put myself in some circles. And I guess maybe we didn't do this one. Okay, I'm maybe together. I've done it, but I maybe not together. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line from each one of the circles, from the top of the orb to the bottom. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in with more lines. But I'm going to go around the line, the circle. Now I got to get that one. Let's go around the circle. And I'll get in between these other ones in a 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. I'm first going around the circles as far as I can before running into the lines next to it. And if you all have, I'm sure everybody's got their favorite people to watch, but the disorganized crafter, her name is Stephanie. She is amazing. And she does a lot of different things on her channel, but she does a lot of doodling. She doesn't call herself a Zentangle instructor. Although she does Zentangle inspired art. So now I'm just filling in these spaces with just lines. And I think that looks really neat. And this looks good too once it's shaded in. Now I'm going to tipple this one. This one is going to have, I'm going to put circles of large first, larger circles, and then I'm going to do a smaller ones. And I'm going to keep graduating down to smaller ones even yet. Okay, this one here needs to have one a little bit larger right there. And then just fill in your spaces with the circles that will then fit. So you have different sizes of circles. And this is where you really get into the Zentangle mode, the Zentangle inspired art, because you do not have to stick with like a certified Zentangle pattern. You can use your patterns. See how that is pretty there. And then I want to come up here, and I think what I want to do is, excuse me, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to do, now this one's got a name for it too. Let me see if that one is, I got it wrote on this. I've got to fix up my little sheets. Hollybaw they call this. And anything that goes behind, like these circles behind the main circle, and these are all behind it, that's all the hollybaugh effect. But then this hollybaugh is the line where we're just getting stripes put in there, but each new one you put in goes under the ones you already have. You can make them straight, you can make them curved, you can make them whatever you want to make them. But you just make sure the new one you put in is underneath the ones that are already there. And it gives it that woven look. It looks like you're weaving something. Let's see, I'm gonna get this one to go curve it around. I think I can do that. Sure I can. So, and try different things. Try going different directions. Try going, um, some of them just straight and some of them on a curve, or you can do all of them on a curve or all of them straight. It just really does not matter. And then and so you never know what's going to come out. You never know what your finished piece is going to be. Um, these tags, I do believe that I'm going to be ordering a, ordering them again in bulk, because I have had a few people ask me if they can get some from me because they knew that I ordered them in bulk. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to order them in bulk, and then I'm going to figure out how much a dozen will be, and then be able to just sell a dozen. You know, if you want a dozen tags. And because I love the size of them. The size of them are just like, they're like a perfect size. They're not quite 3 inches, but a little bit more than 2 3/4. So it's like 7/8, 2 7/8, and then the height is 5 3/4 all the way up. So it's a nice size. So let me know if you think you'd be interested if I do go ahead and order them, because to get them at a decent price, I have to order, quite a few. And but then I can break it down some and come up with a fair price for those of you who would like tags. I do already put them in my cigar boxes. So when you order a cigar box, you're going to get tags. That's one of the main things. And I sent one box off to a young lady, and she was so disappointed because there was no tags in it. Which then I felt horrible. Like, oh my gosh, that is the main thing. I love putting the tags in there because, well, of course, you get a journal in there too, and you get all kind of things to decorate tags with, but you need to have the tags to be able to decorate the tags. And so I put in a couple of already decorated. She goes, maybe this is what you meant for me to have, was these decorated ones. I said, no, no, no. I meant for you to have plain ones so you could decorate them yourself. And so I did. I sent her tags to her late, but she got them. She's got them, so I'm sure she's busy doing tags. Here I'm just doing little leaves. I love to do the little leaves. These are sort of like the poke leaf. And so now I have all of my pieces colored in. I mean, drawn in, and I think maybe. And then you can go, and I think what I want to do here is I like to add a little color. So I'm going to go here with this one. I'm just going to go at the very first, where I put the 3 arches in, which some of them are 4, and just go to that first one and color that first one in. Right here I'm using a Wink of Stella pen, um, and also I have the Artesia Real Brush pens, which work so good for something like this too, because the point of the brush is just so pointy, and you're watercoloring and not having to deal with the paint, although I still love to do the watercoloring, because what I want to do with watercoloring is I'm going to watercolor some of my backgrounds. I have one girl who does a lot of tangles. Her name is Erin, and she did one. She showed me that she didn't do the watercoloring. I thought it was watercoloring because it looked like watercoloring, but then she said no, she just did sprays. And so she sprayed the whole card, or you can water the whole card, and then do your tangle on top of that. And boy, how that just really makes your tangle pop and look so beautiful. And so that's all I'm going to do on that one, is to put that in there, right there, like that, with the red. And then I think I have a, yeah, that's my green one. And I'm going to go up here and I'm just going to color in those leaves. And that's, I think that might be all the color that I might put in here. But this is just fun. It's just the layering of the different shapes. And like I say, if you don't have a stencil to do it, you just use any, if doing the rounds, you can do anything that's round. And they can all be the same size too, but by putting the main one in first, and then put partial ones that look like they're right behind it. And they're so pretty. I think they're just beautiful. And so, and then just figure a different tangle in each one, and look how pretty of a tag that makes. I'm sorry that I just not getting right into frame real good today. Oh, and then my new thing though is I love to put in a wallpaper. And so this time I'm going to, sometimes I do swirls, sometimes I do hash marks, but I don't color it in. I don't color it in. I put, actually, just with my colored pencil, I just do put color, so there's color on the whole thing, but it's not like colored in. And so then there's different ways you can do that. You can just do stripes all through it, circles all through it, spirals. I do the spirals a lot for my backgrounds. And I think, especially like on my little tags here, I my little tags, I feel like they're finished when oh, so my train of thought just jumps track. Because doing something like this gets you in such a zen mode, and you, it's hard to talk and doodle at the same time. Let me see with my little, I want to sharpen this just a little bit. I just did that wrong, but because you should always, when you're sharpening your pencil, is hold the pencil still and turn the sharpener. I turned the pencil. These are good sharpeners too. These are by Settler. I think that's how you say them, Settler. And they're a really good little sharpener. And You should try never to use your electric sharpeners or battery operated sharpeners with your colored pencils. Just do a small handheld sharpener. These ones, I actually probably should put them on my Amazon affiliate link for my favorite things because it is an amazing sharpener. I will do that. I'll go and add it. I haven't added that to my my link yet. I'll do that. I hope my link is working. I've had a couple people tell me my link takes them to somebody else's um, Amazon affiliate storefront. And so, and then I go in there and fix it. And then again, after a while, it goes wrong. So if ever you try to use my affiliate link, um, be sure to let me know if it doesn't go through, if you can't get to it. Now, if you want to go and buy something that's not on my affiliate link, that's not listed as my favorite things, you can just put in the search what you're looking for, and I still get credit for whatever you buy. I don't get rich off of it, but every little bit helps us. And I these little kind of things kind of helps me, with not that my, I'm going to buy craft supplies anyway. And so I don't depend on my YouTube to fund my hobby, but it sure does help. And so, and when I have a subscriber, especially my Gail, that she sent me these, I don't expect things like this. I don't expect, but when I get them, it's like I'm amazed. And I know none of us really have. I don't think any of my subscribers are rich. Like, none of them are hiding gold bullion under their bed. And so I don't expect, somebody told me I need to do a Patreon group, but there is no way I could do a Patreon and ask people to pay every month, even $1. No, I can't do that. That's just, I just am not one that can ask for, please send me this, or no, I can't do that. And so, but when I get a gift, I have learned that I can accept gifts. At one time, I didn't even want gifts. I just felt I don't deserve it. I'm not worthy, because I was kind of bad for a while there. But now it's, and I'm getting better about sending out gifts too. And I never send out much. I cannot do that. I send out small little happy mails here and there of things that I think people will enjoy or use. And so I do that, and that is so enjoyable. That is so enjoyable when I can do that. And just the other day, Janice Glines, bless her heart, she sent me, um, Papa, me, and Jeffrey a package for all of us. But what they are, I got 2 calendars for 2021 from her, which I think is amazing. But she sent me, this one's for Jeffrey, and Jeffrey will get this tomorrow. She put for Jeffrey and for Jeffrey, so Jeffrey will get these tomorrow. That tomorrow. But look, she sent me puzzles and braid teasers, variety puzzle book, fall crossword puzzles, and then 2 calendars for 2021. And when I was looking through this calendar, I said, you know what? I wonder if I can draw. When I look at how these pictures, these flowers are, I said, I wonder if I can use these, because I'm learning to draw a little bit more, and I can see how the colors are blended together, and look how pretty that purple is in there. And I think I want to try and draw that. And I think I can look at this rose, and I believe I can draw it. And now that I'm watching the disorganized crafter, she kind of shows you how how to look at an image and see the shapes that are in the image. And look at these. I could draw them. I could draw them. And I could color them. And I'm going to. And when I looked at this count, I just love these pictures. Look at that. Look at these. How pretty. And yes, look, we can draw them. And oh my gosh, what is this? Does this say what that is? Brilliant blue dahlia. I don't have my glasses on. That is beautiful. Look at that sunflower. Look at that. It's a well, hydrangea. Hydrangea. These are so pretty. But yeah, I want to, and a poinsettia, whatever you call them. And then I want to make copies of the back of the calendar. Because if I can make copies of this back, of all those pretty flowers, and then they're like, maybe 2 inches by 1.5 inches. Oh, how pretty those would be. And then this one's all landscapes. But even on the landscapes, how pretty if I make copies of the back of this calendar, and then you've got each one of these small images to use in your see, this one comes from Easter Seals, and this one comes for Toys for Tots. But yes, there's just so much that you can do, and I'm blessed to have a machine that I can copy with, and that is what I'm going to do with those. And like I have told all of you, I've mentioned on a few of my videos how I have a lot of people. I have a lot of subscribers, absolutely amazing subscribers. I have gotten so much happy mail from my subscribers, and I feel like I owe, everybody a left kidney or something to because of all the happy mails, and I wish I could send out as much as I get in. But I've had a lot of people ask for, can I have a copy of this or can I have a copy of that? And I try to send it. I try hard to send it. In fact, I just found this. Renee had asked me if I'd send the Little Red Wagon, if I'd send her this. Well, I put it right in an envelope. I put her name on here, and then it got lost that quickly. And it's been about 3 or 4 months ago that she asked me if I'd send this. So I've got it now there. I'm going to put her address on there, and I'm going to get it sent to her. And she'll probably say, good grief, that woman takes forever. But no, Renee wouldn't do that. She is an amazing lady. Oh my, she's amazing. So I'm going to send her that. And now that I found it under my pile of mess, my air conditioner went kaputski in my window. And so water was coming down onto the floor. First, the hubster says, she thought the dogs were peeing on the floor. I said, they don't never pee in here. This is where they sleep, so they don't pee in here. And come to find out, it was the air conditioner leaking. And so it made me have to go through some of my boxes and things. And some of my boxes and that's when I found that envelope. I said, oh my God, I never sent that to her. So now I'm just gonna, I just keep going. I never know when to stop. I just never know when to stop. Oh, what I was saying though is I'm having, and it's working out good. I have had subscribers send me an envelope and put a self-addressed stamped envelope inside the envelope. I mean, then send it to me snail mail, and a little message, a little note that says, I would like a copy of, and describe a little bit what you would like to have. Because most of my requests have been for these dictionary words. And so you send me that, and I can print these out and I can send you the dictionary words. I print them out on cardstock so they come out a little heavy. I don't put them just on regular paper. And I would probably stick, now if you ask for dictionary words, you'll probably get dictionary words. You'll probably get some other things. You might get a tag, whatever I can stuff in your envelope. So it'll come back as almost Happy Mail because there'll be more than what you asked for. And like I just said, I'm going to make copies of the backs of these calendars because I love these little images, and I think especially the flowers. So if you wanted a copy of the back of this calendar, you would say calendar flowers, and I would know that this. Or this one was from the Toys for Tots Landscapes Across America. So if you American landscapes or something, I'll know and put calendar, then I'll know that's what you want a copy of. And I can put that in your envelope. And when I do it that way, I get that envelope sent out the next day. The very next day, unless I'm sick, which I don't get sick very often. And so, but if I get sick, it'll be 2 days. 2 days at the most. Well, Sunday I don't mail things out because the mailman doesn't pick up. Mailman will deliver on Sundays, but he doesn't pick up on Sundays. And so this is what I wanted to show you today. And thanks for hanging out with me. I know I hang out, so I take too long sometimes. What do I have in here? I have songs. Oh my gosh, Dolly Parton, The Bargain Store. Send me the pillow that you dream on. Oh, I don't remember the whole tune to that. I'll have to play with that. We'll sing in the sunshine. We don't know that one either. Oh my God, I love this song. Okay, I wonder if I can sing this one. Sometimes, my videos get, well, mine haven't yet, but people that sing a song on the video, they get their videos flagged, and the only thing that happens is you don't get monetary compensation for them. And that doesn't bother me. As long as they leave my video up, I don't mind if I don't get monetary compensation for that particular video, which you don't get that much anyway. You only get a little bit here and there if people watch through the whole advertisements that come. And most people just skip the advertisements. And so, it doesn't really matter. But here is the Coat of Many Colors, and this was sang by Dolly Parton. And I'm going to try it. I don't know if I can do this. Back through the years, I go wandering once again. Back to the seasons of my youth. I recall a box of rags that someone gave us, and how my mama put the rags to use. There were rags of many colors, but every piece was small, and I didn't have a coat, and it was way down in the fall. Mama sewed the rags together, sewing every piece with love. She made my coat of many colors that I was so proud of. As she sewed, she told a story from the Bible she had read about a coat of many colors Joseph wore, and then she said, perhaps this coat will bring you good luck and happiness. And I just couldn't wait to wear it, and Mama blessed it with a kiss. My coat of many colors that my mama made for me, made only from rags, but I wore it so proudly. Although we had no money, I was rich as I could be in my coat of many colors my mama made for me. So with patches on my breeches and holes in both my shoes, in my coat of many colors, I hurried off to school just to find the others laughing and making fun of me and my coat of many colors my mama made for me. I couldn't understand it, for I thought I felt so rich, and I told him of the love my mama sewed in every stitch. And I told him all the story mama told me as she sewed was worth, and how my coat of many colors was worth more than all their clothes. Now there's more to it too, but oh, here it is. But they didn't understand it, and I tried to make them see that one is only poor only if they choose to be. Now I know we had no money, but I was rich as I could be. In my coat of many colors, my mama made for me, made just for me. I love that song. That is probably one of my favorite songs that Dolly Parton sang. I just love that lady. She is amazing. Okay, so that was my reading in tune. And the words to that song are just so important to know. And I ask God to watch over each and every one of you, every step you take, every move you make. And I will see you on the next video. God bless.